In the deep, untraceable silence of India's hidden lineages, ancient seekers gazed upon the human condition and saw that we lived as Pashu, bound, limited, and tethered by the heavy chains of Pasha's attachments. Yet, within that limitation, a fire burned for something higher, a yearning to reconnect the fragile soul with the cosmic, eternal principle of Pati, the Lord. From this longing, the Pashupata system was born, a rigorous, ascetic way of life that mapped the journey of the soul through the Panchartha, the five-fold system, to transcend the ordinary and touch the infinite. These sages forged a path built upon 5 mystical steps. Here are the 5 steps of the Pashupata path. Kaarya, the manifested world. This is the stage of effect. It is the dance of the world we experience, our bodies, our environment, and our perceptions. The Pashupata ascetics viewed Kaarya not as a trap, but as a bridge. By understanding the nature of the world, one realizes it is a reflection of a deeper reality. Karna, the source cause. This is the cause, the eternal, independent, and all-pervading Rudra. While Kaarya changes and decays, Karna remains the unmoving ground. The goal is to see that every ripple in the world, Kaarya, originates from and is sustained by this source, Karna. Yoga, the union. This is the deliberate practice of connecting the soul to the source. It is not merely physical exercise, but the steady, unbroken focus of the mind on Rudra. Through yoga, the individual soul, Pashu, begins to align its will with the divine will, slowly dissolving the sense of separation. Vidhi, sacred conduct. Ritual Pashupata practice requires a Vidhi, a specific way of living and acting. This involves rituals and behaviors that break the seeker's ego and social conditioning, forcing them to remain externally detached while internally anchored in the divine. It is the art of living as a divine madman or a true ascetic. Dukh, anta, the end of suffering. This is the final pillar, the ultimate cessation of suffering. It is not just the absence of pain, but the absolute liberation from the cycle of birth, death, and attachment. It is the state where the soul, having realized its nature, rests forever in the presence of the divine. By mastering these 5 steps, the seeker moves from being a tethered Pashu to realizing the state of Pati, liberated, eternal, and one with the source. Just as the Pashupata ascetics mapped this 5-fold path to reach the divine, the Śiva-Atharvaśīrṣa records the very voice of the Lord himself, declaring that he is not merely the goal at the end of the path, but the supreme cause, Karna, sustaining every single step of the journey. To understand how the Lord abides in all, we turn now to the profound commentary of Upaniṣad Brahma Yogin, as we go into the final part of Rudra Sarvantamatvam.
प्रागादिदिषु आजताति प्राञ्चः इत्यादि समानं प्रागेज्ञायादिदिशस्रा विदिशस्व अधशोद्वच पुनः पुंसकर्जातिष्य गायत्रयादिदिश शक्तित्रयं च त्रिशुब्बादिछन्दक्यां च गार्यपत्यादिघ्नत्रयं च प्रतिभासिकादि सत्यमपि यत्सत्तामाश्रित्य प्रवृत्तं सोऽहं सत्वः.
In the directions beginning with the east and in all intermediate directions, that which manifests and supports everything is me. The logic applied previously applies here as well. Whether it is the middle space, the space above, or the differences in male, female, and neuter genders, I am the underlying reality. The 3-fold classifications, like those of cows and horses, the 3 poetic meters, and the 3 sacred fires, all depend on my existence. Even what we call truth in the world operates only by taking shelter of my existence. Therefore, that too is me. I am the essence.
Amavenu jatihi goho girija gauri vasaya jeshtaha गुणतः श्रेष्ठः ज्ञानेन वरिष्ठः आप्तेजो प्रहनं पञ्चभूतोपलक्षणार्थम् आप्तेजादिपञ्चभूतं च ऋगादिवेदचतुष्टयं च कल्पितं शरम् अकल्पितम् अक्षरं च शत्रुना वेदनीयं गोप्त्यं मित्रेणाप्यवेदनीयं गुह्यं च आरण्योरनयं च पुष्करं पुण्यक्षेत्रं च पवित्रं हेतुर्सानादि च अग्रं मध्यं मूलं च सर्वान्तर्बहिष्य पुरस्तात् पूर्वादिदशसु दिक्षु यदनवस्थितं तत्सर्वं च मत्सर्वरूपयो ज्योतिरिति पर्याया महामित्यनुं संदेयं नित्यानित्यादि अवस्थिततमनवस्थितमिन्यन्तं सर्वज्योतिरहमेकः न मत्तोऽन्यदस्ति सर्वज्योतिर्सावहम् इति श्रुतेः ये देवाः सर्वे च यूयं मामेव सर्वामिति जानन्तु इति शेषः.
I am the essence. I am the wish-fulfilling cow, the daughter of the mountain, Gauri, the eldest by time, the most excellent by quality, and the most superior by knowledge. The mention of water, fire, and the other elements is just to represent all 5 elements, the 4 Vedas, the perishable world that is imagined, and the imperishable ground that is unimaginable. All of this is me. Everything that is heard, every secret, every dry land, every forest, every bit of space, every lotus, and every sacred place, all of these are me. The pure, the stellar bodies, the base, the root, and the knower of the end of all things. I am all of these. Whatever exists as a visible object in any direction, and whatever remains unseen or unfixed, all of it is simply the light of my own nature. Everything from the eternal to the unfixed is one single light, and I am that alone. There is nothing apart from me, for the scriptures declare, I am the essence of all light. O gods, you should all know that I am your own true self. We have traversed the entire map of existence, from the smallest atom to the vast stars, from the perishable to the imperishable. The commentator reminds us, Nityam ityadi avasthitam anavasthitam ityantam sarvajyotiraham me vakam. From the eternal to the transient, from the fixed to the unfixed, all of it is one single, unified light. And that light is me. There is no separation. As the scripture declares, Sarvajyotiraham, I am the essence of all light. Everything you see, everything you touch, and everything you think is simply the radiance of the self. Finally, the Lord turns to the gods and to us with a command that is also a blessing. He devaha, sarve sam yuyam eme emiva swamiti janatu. O seeker, know me alone as your own self. Recognize that the one who is in the heart of the universe is the same one who resides in your own heart. This is the end of the Rudra Sarvantamatvam. We have traveled through the cosmic map of the universe, realizing that every vibration, from the gross elements to the subtle Vedas, is nothing but the radiant light of Rudra. We have seen how the seeker moves from being a tethered soul to realizing their oneness with the divine source. However, the Upaniṣad Brahma Yogin's commentary does not stop here. In our next video, we will venture into the final section of this first chapter. We will explore the Rudra Janana Phalam, the fruit of this knowledge. We will discuss what truly happens to the seeker once this veil of ignorance is lifted, and how this ancient wisdom transforms the mundane life into a continuous act of devotion. Join me in the next session as we complete this profound study.